Hello, my name is John Longcroft-Neal and this is a video about tips and tricks for taking better photographs. You're probably going to be using a phone to take your photographs, and they're brilliant. They automatically sort your focus and your light out. You can change it, but they're good. I'm going to talk about composition, lines of sight, framing, subjects, which will include textures, patterns, lines and colour. Now that sounds a lot, and there's more to it than that, but that'll do us for now. This photograph was taken early autumn in the park in Leamington Spa, Warwickshire. Now, as with every photograph, simply what you're doing is looking at the scenery around you through a rectangle, usually, sometimes a square. Let me point out to start with probably one of the most important issues in taking photographs, and that is composition. Here I think you see your eye is drawn for a number of reasons to the figure walking along the path. You will notice that the person on the path is not dead centre in the photo, like this, but I've positioned the person in one of 4 points on the photograph. These 4 points are roughly the intersections of the thirds of the photo. They would be where these lines cross. You can, as an option, get this grid marked out on the screen as you look at it, or later on when you crop the photograph. Whatever you do, it is good to keep this in mind when you take your photographs. It's the principle of thirds. This photograph, taken at the coast, reduced to black and white, has the same focal point of the intersections of the thirds, but also has lines of sight leading the eye in. This helps so much more to bring the focus to the point where you want the eye to rest. Walls, fences, roads and railway lines all have a great effect if they're in straight lines, and here we've even got the clouds helping out as well. This photograph is taken in Menorca, and the figure lying on the concrete bench is in the top left third intersection, and the line of the bench takes you up to that position. The shadows just add some interesting patterns. Can you see these lines leading you in to the composition points on the thirds in different positions on these photographs? And this final one, taken in South Wales, is a favourite of mine. And without thinking about the composition very carefully, it wouldn't be the same photograph at all. This is a neat trick to use objects in your photographs to create a frame. It seems to make it easier for the eye to accept that rectangle that you are creating from everything you can see around you. It helps focus the eye into some position. This cave in the Lake District was a great opportunity to create a frame by going inside the cave and looking back out again. And this drooping palm frond on Lake Maggiore in Italy makes a great frame. Well, that's more than enough for now, so next time in part 2 we'll look at texture, pattern, lines and colour as part of the subjects that we can put into our photographs. So as a little teaser to finish, just look at these 7 photographs to finish and see which of these elements they represent.